commentary, head over to Explore with us, or y'all can search this title up and you'll be right into the video. If you're here to watch this, watch us react. Shout out to you, appreciate you for tuning in. And without further ado, let's hop into it.
Jog and somebody just drove off the side of the road and purposely hit her.
That poor kid. I don't think she felt it.
Looks like she had a kid too.
Oh my God! Oh! Where's the son of a...
When a woman out for a jog is struck and killed in broad daylight, Arizona deputies scramble to find the truck that fled the scene. But their desperate search for the perpetrator takes a shocking turn when they receive a phone call no one saw coming.
I'm not asking for favoritism, but everyone's going to know anyways. I'm a lieutenant with Phoenix PD. It's my son.
That's the guy who did it. That's the guy who did it.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On the morning of February 24th, 2024, dispatchers receive an urgent 911 call.
I just witnessed a hit and run, and this lady needs an ambulance immediately. This vehicle just drove off. It was a Ford F-250, Ford Super Duty. The woman was just running along the side of the road, and the guy just drove and hit her for no reason at all.
Okay, so she was walking?
Okay, thank you. She was just taking a jog, and somebody just drove off the side of the road and purposely hit her. Okay. I witnessed it in my rearview mirror. I don't know if
That's
the
crazy.
truck is coming
This
back.
man was playing GTA in real life.
Back. I think the guy's coming back. He drove west, and he came back to the scene, but
okay,
he's still in his truck, and he looks like he's going to drive away, but I don't know what he's doing.
Is she conscious?
I don't think so. But I think she's breathing. That's the guy who did it. That's the guy who did it.
A Maricopa County deputy arrives as the caller points to the suspect's vehicle, but it once again turns and flees the scene. With the deputy unable to leave the victim's side, a civilian volunteers to follow the suspect, but quickly loses sight of them. Though the deputy attempts to help the victim, the woman shows no sign of life. At 10:02 a.m., she's pronounced deceased.
Damn.
As backup arrives, they work to locate some form of identification, but find only her cell phone.
That poor kid. I don't think she
Watch
felt
the
it.
Looks like she had a kid too.
Dang.
Scattered
Oh, I thought it
roadway
was a kid with it for a minute.
earbuds, glasses, and pieces of a headlight. Her shoes were thrown from her feet, with one lying more than 70 feet from the other, a brutal indication of how violently she was struck.
Hey, just letting you know and let the sergeant know, there's a possible next of kin over by his grant. He said that the wife and mom were out running, and they can't get a hold of her, so...
The man provides the phone number for his wife, 43-year-old Lisa Mancuso. A deputy calls it, and in a tragic confirmation, the victim's phone rings. It isn't long before another family member arrives at the scene.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, what's going on, officer? My son just called me. He's crying and everything. He lives right here.
He lives on the other side.
He lives right over there.
You're gonna have to go down to Galvin up Central to get there.
Is somebody hit by a car or something?
They will be able to fill you in.
The man is Lisa's father-in-law. He rushes to her home where deputies are speaking with Lisa's husband and young son. Their emotions spill over as they learn the cause of her death.
Oh my God! Oh! Where's the son of a...
Looking for him.
Hit and run? Terrible, isn't it? You know what?
No words
We
for
were
it.
complaining about a stop sign here. You know, this is ridiculous. They go 8 miles an hour down this road. I know you guys are spread thin. I realize that.
You have every reason to be upset. So, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I know.
No, just what would pass the house.
My guy just lost his wife.
Lisa's husband, Stephen, attempts to pull up their security footage, while friends and family try to comfort the young boy who has just lost his mother.
His issue was pregnant.
It's all right.
How you feeling? How's your chest, dude?
It's better, but I'm just in utter shock right now. Like, I can't even think of it.
Overcome with emotion, Stephen takes his son inside the home for a break, while his father stays outside with deputies.
How bad is Lisa looking? Bad?
I mean, no, I wouldn't recommend seeing her right now. How's that? That's the best way to put it.
Bro, I couldn't, bro.
Oh, this is gonna be devastating for him and his son.
I couldn't, bro.
Is that Lisa there?
Yeah, sir. I'm sorry to say it is, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
But you can see her from
Poor son.
you can see her from that angle. Yo, that is crazy.
Back at the scene, deputies gather statements from witnesses.
I noticed this woman in black.
She was by the house.
Oh,
Yeah, she was jogging. Yeah, she was jogging.
She wasn't anywhere near the dimly. My own personal opinion.
Right.
Not
He did it on purpose.
the details.
Right.
As far off as she was,
He did it on purpose.
and shame on me for saying this, there had to have been intent.
The 911 call.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me too.
Unfold in his rearview mirror also told dispatchers the incident looked very intentional, but deputies aren't quite certain that's the case.
Wow. So
thought he was playing GTA in real life.
What could have happened is maybe his brakes gave out. You know, brakes on the truck. But then again, if they said that she wasn't even in the road, that means he like just drifted off. Maybe this man was looking at his phone or something and got distracted. You know, whatever. Because stuff like that happens. But man, that definitely do suck. You can't play with that.
That's why people that be on their phone, like while I'm in the car, that's a no. I will not.
No, it was just a gradual kind of went over.
Tell a motherfucker, I don't care if it's your car or not, bro.
Distracted or something.
Get off your phone.
But you leave. Maybe big truck. Yeah. Call it play dumb. Yep. You came back. If you thought I just hit a box in the road. Yeah.
According to witnesses, the truck ultimately made 2 U-turns near the crash site before fleeing the scene for a final time. While the cameras at Lisa's house weren't working, investigators obtained a clear view of the truck just before impact from a nearby residence. The 911 caller's SUV passes the home, followed moments later by the suspect's truck after rolling through a stop sign. The collision itself happens off camera, but the sound of the impact is fully captured.
Ooh!
Despite clear footage.
Damn, that was
no.
Now that's one of them sounds that you do not want to hear.
You can
like that's
hear he hit. Yeah,
that's the sound that's gonna play in that man's head constantly. That thud right there. That thud is gonna constantly play in his head on a loop.
The family will play that shit back. They did play that shit back, and that's all they heard. All they heard was that.
Several witnesses, investigators are only able to get a partial license plate. Once images of the vehicle begin circulating on social media, deputies receive a shocking phone call they never expected.
Sheriff's Office, how may I help you?
Hi, my name is Ben Moore, and I need to have a deputy dispatched out to me. The person that drove my son's truck last night, drove him home, hit a gal on Cloud Road and Central. And I just found out about it, so I was calling to see if they could come to my house.
Is your son there?
He's here. Yeah, he's here with me. Yep. And just so you know, I'm a lieutenant with Phoenix. I'm not asking for favoritism, but everyone's going to know anyways. Okay. I'm a lieutenant with Phoenix PD. It's my son.
Lieutenant Moore's message is relayed to a Maricopa deputy, who reaches out to him urgently for more details.
Yes, I started getting phone calls. It's the only reason I even knew. So I went outside, I looked, there was the image on the front of the vehicle. And so I went inside and asked my son. His buddy called me immediately because he had seen the pictures online. Right. And said he was at breakfast. That kid's on the way here right now. Okay. The one that was at breakfast with him this morning.
Yes, sir.
That friend says that the girl he was on a date with was driving the truck.
Where is the vehicle currently located?
It's where he normally parks it, on the side of my house.
Okay.
It's on the side of the house.
Was he in the vehicle when the crash happened?
He doesn't know. He was passed out.
Okay, I understand. Does he know who was in the vehicle?
Yes, he does.
The deputy obtains his address and lets him know he needs to come speak with him in person.
And like I said, there's nobody delayed reporting. I didn't know anything about it.
No, I don't even.
Getting phone calls, and he was passed out in his bed.
Yeah.
For as long as I can remember. So I don't know the times, but I'm just saying. So nobody was sitting here trying not to call you or anything.
No, I am very grateful for you putting the pieces together.
What you want?
Thank you, and thanks for your son for coming forward.
You wash your hands. Go wash your hands.
It's the right thing to do.
Yes, sir.
So just so they know he has an attorney, and that's only for protection because this whole thing's
Faith,
weird.
how you doing,
So he's going to cooperate. I'm just waiting for the attorney to call me
Said what?
Faith in chat.
back. So this isn't because he's not going to talk.
Oh, what up? What up?
Cooperate.
No, you
He's
know
fully gonna
exactly. We just
cooperate.
have to make sure that,
I know.
that his rights are
100%.
Totally
100%. That's all it is, and I think you'd call for your son too. So I'm
Absolutely.
you know what I mean.
When he arrives, Lieutenant Moore greets him in the driveway, along with his son, 20-year-old Jacob Moore.
So we're going to do the initial, just get here, and then we're just going to kind of lock down until the detectives are done over there.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
then-
ran our
then they'll
fatality
come
squad
over.
at Phoenix for 4 years. So I've been a lieutenant for Phoenix for a long time. And this is one of the witnesses at the restaurant.
Hi.
Jackson.
Okay.
And they went to pick up another witness that was at the restaurant to bring him here.
Just breathe, dude. If it wasn't you, don't worry about it. That's the big thing. Dad'll tell you. If it wasn't you, I get other things are going to happen, but
He's a young kid. He's never dealt with this before. So
I know.
He's just sad at how it's going to affect me. So
That's a
I
big
told
ass
him
young
I love you, and
kid.
I would be here regardless of that.
While waiting for detectives to finish surveying the crime scene, Lieutenant Moore leads the deputy to the truck.
So it's up here, the damage. You can see, I didn't touch it, so you can see the body fluid. I'm sure that's what that is.
Hey, Kaz, go ahead and turn up, man. Go ahead and turn up.
But this,
The night's
I thought
still
it was
young.
weird.
Go ahead and
because
turn
I
up, man.
left the world back gate.
My day was good.
And I came over here and went through the garage to
Got
get
my
something.
hair
I'm like,
done.
why is this
Got
truck
my
over
hair
here? It's
cut.
never parked over here. It's weird. So, strange. But, so.
Well, unfortunately, crud happens, but
The deputy quickly snaps photos of the truck and the damage to the front left headlight. As another deputy arrives on scene, they learn the female Jacob claims was driving his truck is named Jenica.
Do you know, has anyone got a hold of Jenica yet?
Jessica
He tried to
and
call
Jennifer.
her because I was
Jenica?
freaking out, mind you, and I know your camera's on.
parents.
Hi, hello. I wear one at work too. So, I go, I need
Your
her name, and
parents
he's
is
like,
drunk,
he was kind of
chick.
dazed. So I woke him up. He was passed out, and it took him a little bit to know what was going on. And he was just tired. And so I woke him up, and he tried to
The
call her.
girl name is
and she
Jenica
answered the phone.
David.
Okay.
And so
Jessica and
it's
Jennifer.
some girl.
Jessica and Jennifer, that's who was driving.
Yeah, Jenica. Jennifer and Jessica.
Jenica. Okay. I'm currently sipping right now. How's your day? Hey. My day was all right.
That he went on a date.
Hey, like it sounds like you having a good day or a stressful one though. You said you sipping right now. I mean, it is 10 p.m. so about makes sense.
Do you think it started this morning, or was
What's that?
The date, was it this morning?
I have no clue, sir.
Okay,
I,
no problem.
Though Jacob isn't willing to speak to investigators without his lawyer present, his friend Jackson, who was with him this morning, agrees to answer questions. According to him, it wasn't a date, but rather a get-together involving multiple friends. After a long night out, the entire group went to a cafe called Heart and Soul.
We were there, ate breakfast, had some drinks.
Okay.
And
When you say drinks?
I was drinking. I don't know what they were doing. They were at their own table. They were drinking too.
Okay.
When I remember.
Drinking what? Orange juice, water?
Screwdrivers.
Okay.
So vodka orange juice. But
Kyle, another friend who was with them this morning at the cafe, also
look young.
arrives and agrees to
Them
answer
other
questions.
two boys don't look
Where'd this
young.
morning start?
We went to breakfast at Heart and Soul, but to be honest with you, I wasn't paying any attention to what was going on there.
How'd you get to Heart and Soul?
I had some chick driving me, and to be honest, I don't even know her name.
Okay.
She drove my truck.
She drove your truck. Did she pick you up in your truck or come to your house first? And
Yes, we picked my truck up, and then she drove me there.
All right.
We came from, I'm sorry, I don't even know where the hell I was.
we were in some house in Peoria or some shit.
Yes. We came from there.
Yeah.
We went to my truck, and then we took my truck to Heart and Soul.
Got
and
it.
She drove back.
And you don't know her name?
I don't.
She just was acting as your DD?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know her name at all? Any nickname, first name, internet? Is she a friend of yours online?
I don't even think I met her before last night, but she was.
But she's got this man back, and bro, he was going. Hey, at the end of the day, I know what type of guy he is, bro. I know what type of guy this man is.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
This low key Cole or Jacob ass nigga.
Jacob, bro. Jacob. You giving me
Hey,
Jacob, bro.
it's either Cole or Jacob, bro. Them,
This is
hey,
Jacob,
actually,
bro.
we even do them like that. They're two great guys, man. They out here, they had they were living their life.
Yeah.
But hey, now they some good guys, man. Great guys, man.
They settling down.
But she was sober, so it's all
A very trusting man, because
By Kyle's account, neither of the intoxicated boys drove their trucks, instead relying on two girls, Jenica and another female, who will soon be located and questioned. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Moore hands over his home camera
Couple of
system.
mixes.
hoping
I got
it
a
may
little
show
bottle of
evidence that
1800.
Jenica
Oh
was
yeah,
the
yeah,
one who
yeah.
dropped
Okay.
Jacob off at home this morning.
I just feel bad for this lady. Oh my goodness.
yeah, it's
I've
rough.
done so many of those notifications.
Were you vehicle
heartbreaking.
crimes as well?
I ran our vehicular crimes for almost 4 years, 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, social media's blowing up with it, right?
A situation where you have a true victim that
Yeah, she didn't do anything.
didn't do anything wrong. And,
It's horrible.
yeah.
It's absolutely horrible. Everything on social media is saying a girl's driving, because they were looking for the car. I didn't see that until the people start sending me stuff. So honestly, beyond that, I don't know.
That's interesting. So social media is saying that a girl was driving.
Yeah, they said they're looking for a girl in this truck.
That is interesting, because that was not publicly released.
Investigators later locate Micah, the girl who acted as Kyle's designated driver from Heart and Soul Cafe.
At first, I ain't gonna lie. I thought the dad, that's the lieutenant or whatever, I thought he was covering for his son for a minute when he was saying my son wasn't driving the truck. So I thought he was covering for him.
Right.
Explains that Jenica is...
But, yeah. It seemed like the son was the driver of the truck. If you read the title, cop calls 911 after discovering son's horrifying secret. So the son was most likely... It seemed like the son was driving. He lied and tried to pin it on these girls.
You realize they said too intoxicated. The son looks stressed out, bro. Why the son looks stressed out?
That's why he don't want it. And that's why he said he ain't talking unless, he got a lawyer there. Because the truth gonna come out, though, regardless.
And look, the officers, they said, or the sheriffs, they
two-
said, you don't have shit to worry about if it wasn't you.
Right. And the whole time he
looks
he giving them a runaround.
who were at the cafe with the boys that morning.
Who was driving?
Jen was driving and I was also driving. And then
So you're driving whose vehicle?
I was driving Kyle's.
Alright.
And Jenica was driving Jacob's.
By her account, Jenica didn't drive Jacob home, but rather to Kyle's house.
Let me backtrack a little bit. You guys get to Kyle's. What happens after that?
We get to Kyle's, we park the pickups, and we said goodbye to both of them, and we got in my car, and I drove back to campus with Jen.
So Jen was in your vehicle.
Yes.
Jacob and Kyle stayed at Kyle's house. Is that correct?
I believe so, unless they left after that, I'm not sure.
Micah explained she and Jenica have been with the boys since the night prior, but struggles to recall specific times and locations. Her lack of certainty prompts the detective to interrupt the interview with a pointed question.
Alright. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you flat out. Are you covering for anyone?
No, I have no idea what's happening.
Okay. So do you understand the severity of this?
I do, yes.
Someone lost their life.
Yes, I know.
Alright.
If I knew about it, I would say something. Like, I want to be in law enforcement after I get out of college. Like, I'm a justice studies major. Like, I would not do that at all.
To piece together exactly what happened after leaving the cafe, investigators will need to speak with Jenica. They prepare to follow Micah to her college dorms, where she believes Jenica will be.
Honestly, I know exactly how that family is feeling right now. Because I lost my dad a few years ago. So it just breaks my heart.
At the dorms, Jenica admits to being at the cafe with the group and shares that Jacob and Kyle were intoxicated. Once they left, she confirms that Micah drove Kyle's truck and she drove Jacob's, with plans to meet at a friend's house. But what she says happened next changes everything.
So here we go.
You're driving on like a freeway. He was like, "You missed the turn," like you didn't tell me. "You missed the turn, let me drive," and he started like yelling. And he was like, "It's my pickup, like let me drive." And I was like, "You know what? I don't want to be in this vehicle, like I don't want to be driving with you yelling at me." He was like all over me. And so I pulled over, so he drove there.
After switching seats with Jacob and arriving at the friend's house, Jenica claims that Jacob didn't want to stay, as he was tired and just wanted to go home. According to her account, he drove away alone, leaving her in the driveway.
And you realize, Buddy that witnessed the shit said he.
This morning, a woman was,
I think he said he,
jogging on Cloud Road, was run down by a gray Ford F-250.
Or some guy, he saw some guy here.
Truck's registered owner happens to be a police officer.
His fancy fault.
He doesn't remember how he got there, but he claims that you were driving during the night. And that you were driving that truck, and he wasn't. It's looking like they're trying to place you behind the wheel when that woman was struck and killed.
What?
Thankfully, investigators wouldn't need to rely on hazy accounts, as video evidence would clearly show who was driving the truck just before Lisa Mancuso was struck and killed. Just after 8 a.m. on February 24th, surveillance videos captured Jacob and Kyle arriving at
That's what they say, man. Camera's the biggest evidence. They got a whole timeline, bro. You cannot lie. It's gonna match up. The cameras, and then the person that had that they got the Ring camera from, the footage from the Ring camera, man, cook, bro. What? You can't play with that, and you know that. You know you can't play with that.
Cafe. Jacob can be seen dragging his feet, swaying off balance.
Yeah, he definitely drunk. That boy feeling good. Hey.
Minutes later, Jenica and Micah join the boys and sit at their table, and they're served alcoholic drinks. One friend, who wasn't with the group but seated in the bar area with Jackson, answers a serious question.
Who purchased the liquor? Because you guys are underage.
I did.
Oh, yeah, because he said he was only 20. Dang, see? That, hey.
Whoever purchased the drinks for them.
Now y'all got a whole nother, that's a charge right there.
Buddy going down with y'all.
Were they asking for ID, or you just go in there and...
No, never asked.
As their waitress explains, Kyle and Jacob were both increasingly showing signs of intoxication.
And they might get this place shut. They gonna lose their liquor license, bro.
Yeah, murder.
It might happen like that if they wasn't carding. From what he's saying, hey, that's bad.
They were just being obnoxious. They were sitting there dropping the N-word, calling each other, and just using all kinds of profanity. So my concern was just to get them out.
At one point, after purchasing another round of alcoholic drinks, the waitress gave them only orange juice, telling investigators it's what they do if they believe someone has had enough alcohol. Around 8:30 a.m., Jacob can be seen with his arms around Jenica, with his head laying in her lap.
He was passed out. He was about to go to sleep, and they're like, "Yeah, he can't sleep up there." And I was like, "Yeah, it's probably best he leaves." So that's why the girl goes, "Yeah, he's tired. So I'm gonna drive it." He was drinking, so
which girl said that?
Jen. She goes, "I'm gonna drive his truck," and I go, "Perfect." And I walked to the door, and then I went back to the bar.
Jackson stays behind at the cafe while the rest of the friend group prepares to leave. A short time later, the truck can be seen pulling into the driveway of their friend's house. As the doors open, Jacob
got hella trucks out there for real.
Confirming Jenica's claim that the two swapped seats along the way. The two talk for a while and briefly hug before Jacob enters the driver's seat once more. Jenica walks to Micah's car to wait for her friend, while Jacob leaves alone. Lisa Mancuso will be violently struck and killed less than 10 minutes later. According to a family friend, Jacob has no memory of being behind the wheel.
I said, "Nothing? You can't remember anything?" He goes, "I remember being at breakfast." He goes, and then the next thing he remembered was his dad waking him up.
As more video footage is uncovered and additional...
He was slammed. He was slammed for sure. He had no business driving at all, bro. No business driving at all. And in all honesty, man, you got to pay for your actions. It's just what it is. You got to be responsible. And the fact that you underage drinking already tells me that you definitely not responsible. And you make your father look bad. For real. Your father is a lieutenant. And you got your father out here looking crazy right now, bro.
Dumbass kid.
That, man, I can see why some parents, they just be real, like, strict with their kids and they be sheltering them, bro. Because it's like, sometimes that's what it gotta be like that. Because you give them too much freedom. Now, granted, he 20 years old, so he is an adult. But it's just, you gotta still be on your, he doing childish shit. In my eyes. Like, underage drinking.
Look, I'm glad the dad literally got on the phone with the other officer or sheriff. I was like, I don't want no favoritism, bro. Lock his ass up, bro. You need to learn his lesson, bro. Learn your lesson. You just killed somebody. Took their whole life. That was somebody's mama. That was somebody's wife or girlfriend, bro. And you just took her away from them, bro. Yeah. Get to our lesson.
That man luck ran out for sure. Because I'm pretty sure that wasn't his first time drinking and driving. Pretty sure it wasn't.
Investigators learned that Jacob began drinking as early as 11 p.m. the night before. After visiting multiple bars throughout the night, he enjoyed additional drinks with his friends at an abandoned racetrack.
So he was
when you guys are at the abandoned racetrack, and you guys are drinking, about how much did you guys drink between everybody?
I think there was like a 12-pack that we had in the truck. So that split between everyone, which is just, what is that, 2.5 beers? Probably 3 beers each.
When you guys were drinking at the racetrack, what'd you guys do with all the beer cans?
In the back of his truck.
You threw it in the back of the truck?
Yeah.
According to police records, 8 crushed beer cans were found in a dumpster, removed from Jacob's truck prior to the deputies' arrival. They'd been thrown away by Jacob's father, Lieutenant Moore, who did so before knowing the truck was involved in the accident.
The Coors Light.
Could be protein, the Coors Light, and the Monster. I picked up a whole handful of crap out of the back of his truck and threw it in.
Jesus.
And while Jacob's father was seemingly conflicted over whether Jacob parked the truck in its usual spot,
Where he normally parks it, on the side of my house.
Why is his truck over here? It's never parked over here. It's weird.
the camera system his father gave police ultimately showed Jacob arriving at home and exiting the driver's seat himself. In an interview recorded on the day of Lisa's death, a deputy acknowledged Lieutenant Moore's concern that the investigation might appear to show him preferential treatment.
In 26 years, there are untold sacrifices you've made. There are things that you gave up, things that you did for the better of, whether it be a citizen or an agency or another officer, things that you'll never get recognized for, things that you'll never get back, things that you've had to deal with that are untold and never will be told, the things that you saw and dealt with. I know.
It's the nature of police work.
Yeah. And for that to be called into, when something like this happens, because there's automatically that, well, he's protecting his kid, he's doing this, he's doing that, and I want to do everything to circumvent that.
Yeah, I'm not protecting anybody.
I know. That's why we're having this conversation, because I had a feeling.
Not protecting anybody.
Though Jacob claimed to have no memory of the incident, he Googled DUI manslaughter on his phone at 2:37 p.m., less than 10 minutes before his father reached out to deputies. He sent a text message to a close friend an hour later, one that seemed to suggest he knew what was coming next.
He said, "Hey, I love you, just so you know that." And I said, "What makes you say that?" He said, "I might be going away."
At the time the Ford F-250 was seized by police, detectives were unable to prove that Jacob was behind the wheel at the time of the crash and couldn't get a warrant for a sample of Jacob's blood. DNA taken from the broken headlight of the truck would later come back as a match to 43-year-old Lisa Mancuso. After a warrant for his arrest was issued, 20-year-old Jacob Moore, in the company of his lawyer, surrendered voluntarily at the police station. His bond was set at $200,000. In April of 2025, as part of a plea deal, Jacob pleaded guilty to manslaughter and leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death. He was later sentenced in 2025 to serve 4 years in the Arizona Department of Corrections. He was also ordered to pay restitution to Lisa Mancuso's family and will be placed on 3 years of supervised probation.
Whoa, hold on.
Department of
run that
Corrections.
back,
They're
bro.
sentenced in 2025 to serve 4 years in the Arizona Department of Corrections. He was also ordered to pay restitution to Lisa Mancuso's family and will be placed on 3 years of supervised probation following his release. For the 1-year anniversary of her death, Lisa Mancuso's friends and family gathered to honor her memory with a 5K, with runners wearing purple, Lisa's favorite color. If you'd like to see select new videos early,
4 years in prison don't sit right with me, bro.
I was about to say the same shit. And
man.
3 years of probation?
And then 3 years of probation, bro, that's a slap on the wrist.
I hope that.
And I can see why it went to this point, because the man, he don't remember even doing it, shit like that. But the fact that he was underage drinking is the red flag in it for me. Him driving a vehicle drunk like that to where he falling asleep, that was already bad too. And the fact that his father is a lieutenant, I know in a way it played a part in this. It played a part.
That's why the deputy
Now, he might have he might got a clean record, a good record though. That's why. Also, it could have played in his favor with the sentencing. Maybe he was a good student. He made good grades, stuff like that. It could be a lot of stuff that played a factor into him getting that. Because personally, we know a person. He got a slap on the wrist too for something similar to this. It was just no drinking involved. It was just most likely texting, and then boom, that happened. But still, he got a hella slap on the wrist. So it be like that. His people not law enforcement or nothing like that. So, but he didn't have no criminal record.
Say his college.
He was a good student, right?
His
smart.
college thing out the window.
So it's like, I can see why certain factors may play a part, but it's also someone losing a loved one in their family. You know how bad they hurt by that? They probably heard that 4 years and was like, nah.
That's not enough. There's no
my loved one gone for the rest of our lives. As long as I'm on this earth, I'll never see her again. But he gets to come home in 4 years, and he only 20, so that means he'd be home when he's 25, 24, I mean. So, that's crazy. He's still going to have his youth. But, hopefully this is a lesson learned. He probably ain't going to touch alcohol no more. He might still, but...
he'll learn his limits.
I hope it's his wake-up call, though.
He'll learn his limits.
Man. I don't know. It's just something about her having a son that also just don't sit right. Like, low key, you owe her son your life. Like, I'm not gonna cap. You're not the father or nothing, but you damn sure need to be like making sure that boy good. It's just how I see it. There's no way to repay them, but you got to just show that you care. You're not like cold to the situation, numb to it. Like, it's still, you got to just show that you care.
The son's father, you need to, hey sir, good morning, how are you doing? Something, bro. Apologize to him till you run out of apologies or something, bro. Cause you took his woman. That son's mother is gone. That guy's wife is gone. And they probably had goals and shit planned, and you took that away.
That was a hella slap on the wrist, bro. I don't know. That shit don't sit right with me. But I'm not the judge, the prosecutor, the jury, none of that. I'm not in there to see how that shit played out, because I'm sure they were thinking the same thing. Probably they just had to come to an agreement on something before all that. So it's just